versus poor relationships. You see, success is not a solo sport. Success is not a solo sport. And relationship is one of those things that unlock accelerated success that helps you quantum leap to the next level. And what I'm going to be sharing with you is a resource from my school, toyinyumesiri.academy. Last year, I held a mastermind, Millionaire Mindset Mastermind, MMM. And this was one of the, topics of discussions of coaching. And I'll share an highlight with you. I'll just give you an overview, and then I'll go deeper to the power of relational, strategies, right? So greetings, everyone. Thank you for being here. Again, rich versus poor relationships. This is an acronym that I designed and developed. So I'm going to break down what they mean. When it comes to success, I see many people who are very smart, but they are poor in relationships. Okay. You can be very, very, very smart, have all the degrees, but if you're poor in relationships, you'll be poor in real life as well. Because relationships unlock greater success than how smart you are, right? Individually, there's only so much your own access, your own smart, your own resources can take you in life. Okay, let me repeat that because I think that's important. When it comes to achieving success, okay, your time, energy, resources that is at your own individual disposal that you can use, it's limited to helping you achieve success. And this is one of the reasons people who don't understand the strategy, who do not invest in relationship, who do not cultivate it, who do not value emotional intelligence, on and on and on, you will continue to feel limited in your pursuit. You will continue to tell stories of what you don't have, right? What you cannot do, the time that is on and on and on. Those who achieve success, unlimited success, they are unstoppable because as long as you can connect, right, to relationships that are rich, and I'll break down what that means today, you are unlimited in how much you can achieve in life. Relationships makes you unstoppable, right? Because the resources, the collective resources, of those who can support you, right? That is what unlocks success. It's not just you as an individual, you in your own quiet place, just, hammering along with your, IQ and right. What usually happens is you soon find out that you're limited. As a person, as an individual, there's only so much. Greatness is unlocked in the right communities. Okay. Greetings. I see Janelle. I see the best painter official. Thank you. There are several people joining. Greetings from different platforms. We have LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook going as well. Drop a comment. Let's know where you're joining from. This is one of those sessions you want to share with all your friends, all the friends that you claim you love. Pull up, right? This is it. This is a hot topic because in my private school, I teach, I coach, I guide. These are conversations I have privately. In fact, oftentimes I don't want to share it publicly because if you are not on this journey, if you're not serious, if you're not focused, if you're not intentional, right, this is not for you. Right? This is not for you at all. Okay, so what do I mean by rich relationship? Acronym R.I.C.H, rich. Number one, R stands for relevance, right? Relationships that are relevant to your destinations, to your vision, to your goals, right? To who you want to become, to where you're going. Many people are not intentional, they are not focused, they are not directed, they don't have goals. So really, you're not magnetic. You will attract people like you who also don't have goals, who don't have vision, right? Is that who you are, right? People who are serious, they also want people who are serious. People who are unserious are also looking for people like them, right? So if you show up, if you are someone that is serious, you have goals, if you show up into a community of people who do not have goals, listen, there will be conflict. there would be conflict because iron sharpens iron, like sharpens like. You will realize that if you're the only one that have serious goals in your community, they will not like you because your presence disturbs their own comfort level. However, people going where you're going, or people who have been to where you're going, and they care about you, they care enough to slow down and guide you. And then, right, they are relevant to helping you unlock success faster. Okay, again, drop comments, questions, reactions. I see, is it greetings? Say, Janelle says, hello, ma'am. I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria. Greetings. Yes, we do have a global audience, right? I'm hosting this from Chicago. Okay, reach relationship number one, relevant. Who is relevant to where you're going? Not where you are, okay? Not where you are. Many people where you are, they've arrived. They're not going anywhere else. But if you have somewhere else you want to go to, beyond where you are, that's why I said intentionality, clarity. If you're not going anywhere, please tune this up. This is not for you. Everything I'm going to share from now, you will not like it. So I'm warning you already. That's why I prefer to do this privately, right, in my coaching program. Because already only serious minded, focused people invest, right? Those who don't invest, you're on your own, pretty much. Figure it out on yourself, by yourself. That's how life is, like it or not. Okay. So relevancy is tied to purpose. And if you don't have purpose, there's no, like North Star. There's nowhere you're going. And in a way, it's like energetically, you've tuned off what's inside you. So those who have shut this thing off, in a way, they don't have anything to offer you. And this is one of the errors, right? Is that if you keep going to ask for advice from people who are not going where you're going, and I'll share poor relationship, they are going to rub you off, right? You will leave that conversation feeling off. You will leave, right? But those who have been there, done that, or they're on their way there, you're going on an extreme sport. You want to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. You listen, those who have not taken a stroll on their own, right, neighborhood streets, you are going to them for advice on how to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Wrong people. Wrong. This is where wisdom comes in. Because energetically, you are connecting yourself to deplete those who would deplete you, because there's no alignment, there's no vision alignment, there's no goal alignment. Okay. And so if you want to be successful, you want to make sure that you're sharing goals, mission, vision with those who care about you, who desire for you to achieve there, and they also know how to get there, or they are also seekers like you, right? And if you don't, if you keep connecting with irrelevant people who are not relevant to what it is you want this year, for example, you're wasting your time. People say you're backing up the wrong tree. It's like this. I like sharing scriptures a lot. Like Jesus saw a tree. His intention was to go to that tree. He was hungry. But when he got close to that tree, the tree had nothing to offer Jesus. There are some relationships that looks relevant. You're following them on social media. They have all the trappings, like, oh, flying this, flying that. You start following them for 5 years. 5 years later, they look like they're successful. They look like they're relevant to where you're going. They look. But when you stay there, they bear no fruits. You are fruitless because you've been following the wrong people. They're not relevant. Jesus saw the tree. It looked like it would bear fruit. But you know what Jesus did to that tree? Because those who have been tricking you for 5 years, You've been in a church, you've been here, you've been there, you've been there. They look relevant. They look relationships that look like it is. By their fruits you shall know them. 5 years later, you've not seen what they promised you. Coaches that look like they can help you. You invested in them. 6 months later, you're worse off. Okay. You see, that's why I want you guys to say if you don't want the truth, please tune this off. Warning, 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 right? Shut this off, move on. If you are not looking to be challenged to greatness, if you are not looking to invest in your future, if you are not ready to set higher goals for success, if you are not ready to go higher, if you are not ready to quantum leap, this is not for you. There are many other contents out there that you can go and sit down and consume on TikTok and be scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Stay there. You see? Right? Keep consuming irrelevant information. Right? And then let's see 5 years from now what people don't. These are some of the reasons people don't achieve success: following the wrong people, listening to the wrong messaging, wasting time, energy, and resources. And then you wonder, why have you not progressed? It's why. Irrelevant versus relevant relationship. Number, okay, this is not number. The next one, high, inspirational. These are rich relationship. R.I.C.H. Inspirational. And I wrote here, success requires motivation and inspiration. And there are specific people such as myself. We keep offering, right? Our clients, our students, my students, both load, because inspiration is a must. Motivation is a must. If the best motivation is the one you can summon up within yourself. That's why the EQ training, self-regulation, right? Self-therapy, reparenting, all this emotional stuff that can bury you, bury your dreams, bury your ideas, bury your hopes, and leave you helpless, hopeless, doubting, fearful. Right? The emotional intelligence classes and courses, right, in my school, Academy, they empower you with the tools to dig yourself out and set yourself free. Inspiration is a must. Rich relationships give you a reason to not give up. You have to invest in it because, listen, look around you. How many people are inspiring you to greatness? It's a question. It's a question. This is checking with yourself. Look around you. I always say it's good to check your cell phone. Look at the numbers on your cell phone. If you want inspiration, if you need something to encourage you, to help you unlock a door, do you have anybody on that phone that you can call and that person will move mountains for you right now? If you pick your phone, do this exercise. Everybody you say, they're your friends, they're your this, they're your that, they're your that. Okay, good. The people you've collected that you are doing life with. Okay, good. You need something important that will take you to your next level. Do you have anybody now that you can dial their number and within the next 5 minutes, they will give you what you need? Do you have any of those people that will move mountains for you? This is what success requires. People who move for us, people who do things for us, and likewise, you for them. Not the people. This okay, I won't go too much. We'll cover that later. Check in. Does your cell phone have phone numbers that can help you unlock success, that will inspire you, that will motivate you, that will tell you not to give up, that will connect you to the resources that you need? Do you have those people around you? If you don't, well, register, sign up, because your relationship determines progress. It determines progress because progress is unlocking success. C, so R.I.C., complementary, right? These are relationships that complete you. You see, all of the lack, all of the things you do not say, you say you don't have, all the things that you consider to be your weakness. That's why in my school, you do your SWOT. They are the strengths of other people. Instead of just staying in a corner and telling, oh, I can't do this, you can't do this. Everything that is limited in you is abundant in somebody else. They complete you. They can go where you cannot go. They can do things you cannot do. They can unlock doors that you cannot unlock. People who complete, right? Think about the way God designed marriage. I'm just giving you an example, right? And this is unfortunately the saddest thing to watch. God used your spouse to complete you, yet you are fighting him or her because they have strengths you do not have, and you have strengths they don't have. Many people who are unwise, they use the person's strength as a bone of contention instead of as a point of relevance and completion. Today is not relation, it's not private relationship stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Inspire. Yes, inspirational relationships. People that you speak to. And when you leave them, you feel energized. You feel hopeful. You feel powerful. You feel like you can do more. When you go to them, you may be down. When you leave them, you feel better. This is not normal, by the way. When people share their energy with you, most people in the world don't have enough energy to go around. Positive energy to go around that empowers you. It's a gift. The gift of encouragement. It's a gift. Some of us keep calls it, right? It's a gift. You want to look for your encouragers, people who will give you courage, not steal it away. So, yes, I, inspiration, C, complementary. I won't talk too much about rich relationship because there's strategy behind it. Again, these are just highlights from my school. That's why I said enroll at toyinumcv.academy. Access the tools for building your business and achieving success. Okay. H would be, so R.I.C.H, people who are more successful, they are higher than you, and they are more successful than you. They are more influential, they are more powerful. Some people don't even want to acknowledge. This is pride, by the way. Some people don't want to acknowledge that the person across the street from them or sitting next to them have something they don't have and can do something they cannot do and can help them in ways they cannot help themselves. Pride makes people suffer. Pride makes people keep quiet instead of asking for direction, help, and support. Rich relationships have bountiful resources. All you have to say, can you introduce me? But here's the key: you have to cultivate this relationship. That's one of the things unsuccessful people do. They want results, they don't want to invest. Be bankable. You have to bank in this relationship before you start, getting withdrawal. Right? Many people will just reach out, give me this, give me that. Do I know you? You don't even know how to, right? But that's another topic. People need training in these things. Some people, they are looking around, waiting for the day they can withdraw from a place they've not invested. Poor relationship. So rich relationship, I'm not going to go deeper into it. I'll go deeper into poor relationship because I want to create awareness of the energetic forces keeping you back. This is what is keeping most people back. Okay. Thanks. More people joining. Yes, invite more people. This is one of those transformational sessions that will absolutely change your life forever. So you don't want to miss this. Invite your friends. The people. This is the time you show yourself friendly. If you have a friend, trust me, if you send this to your friend will really, really know that you care for their own success. Success is not a solo. You need to start gathering more friends, more people to go on this journey with you, recruiting more people. Compliments. Yes, complete you. Compliments. Yeah. Did I say it well? I hope so. Anyway, let's get to poor relationship. P.O.O.R. This is an acronym that I designed, right? Part of my coaching, Millionaire Mindset, right? Coaching for my students and my clients, right? So when we work one on one together, we map out, right, how you're going to be unstoppable in achieving your goals, financial goals, right? Success goals, because they go hand in hand. The Quantum Leap program and the Entrepreneurs Academy, they go hand in hand. What are poor relationships? Okay, seeing some comments coming. Okay. Number one, pessimists. P, poor relationship. Pessimist. You see, pessimists, They disguise as advisors. Optimists, pessimists. Pessimists are not going anywhere because, trust me, pessimism cannot help you achieve success. Seeing all the things wrong, things that, some people say they are the devil's advocate. Yes, they are doing the job of the devil. Yes. People who say, oh, let's see, they want to be devil's advocate. Yes, they're about to do the job of the devil. You know why? They carry depressing energy. Anybody that depresses you, you talk after you talk to them, they will say, oh, they're in disguise. They'll say, oh, I just think you should be aware. That's how it starts. They mask. But how you know is when you leave their presence, how you feel, how they make you feel. That's the clue. Is that they might say all the nice things, they might have a smile on their face, they might even come to you like they're helping you. Excuse me, they might come to you like they're helping you solve the challenges you're facing. And they'll say all the right things. They will even offer you advice, recommendation. Oh, try this, try that, or something. But the clue here is the moment you disengage, your spirit will be down. You see, when I say EQ, you see, your emotions, it's the power plant. This is what regulates your energy. Your emotions, the place of your emotions, this is what regulates your belief system, your value system, your identity, your energy field, your energy force, the center of it that propels you forward. Or, right, if anybody enters that space with their words, opinion, and and you feel depleted, realize that what happened. Logically, you may not understand what just happened, but energetically, you feel lost and confused. Who did that? Right? Because many of you are carrying thoughts that are not yours, feelings that are not yours, and you are behaving in ways that is in conflict to who you are supposed to be. So pessimists, they come, right, masking as advisors. There are many things going on social media. You are following people, they will tell you, oh, advice. The moment you finish reading what they posted, you'll be like, ew, they just wasted your time and they stole something from you. You feel empty. That's why I said, watch what you're following or what you're reading. So energetically, on the surface, the post looks glossy, nice, everything. But after you immerse your mind, your heart and mind into that space, listen, they steal your energy. They make you hopeless. They tell you what is right. You know what that is. Okay, I won't talk too much about that. Ho, right? Poor, P.O. Opportunistics. Opportunists. Okay? These are people who use and dump you. I'm an author, so I speak these things very, very directly. They are around you for what they can extract from you. Simply. Not to give you energy, not to amplify you, not to support you, not to inspire you, not to encourage you, not to help you advance. They are around simply to go after your own resource, your own energy field, right? To use it to then propel their own growth. They use you, right? So that they can go higher and they will not give you anything in return. Now, partnerships are different, collaborators are different because it's a win-win. Okay? People who design win-win, they will not leave you empty. In fact, in my school, my principle for establishing partnerships, how to establish partnership, meaningful partnerships, giving more than you take. That's one of my principles. In my school, you can access that resource. Is that I follow a fundamental principle that I will always give more than I take. It's a principle. And this is why many people keep coming back and saying, Toy, let's work together again. Years later, they want to be a part of my thing because they know they got more out of the relationship than I took. I will still be blessed. So, for example, my TV show, anybody that shows up to my TV show, any of the things I do, they get more out of that relationship than I do. I will get what I want, but I design it specifically to amplify and help them succeed. I make sure I don't take, right? If there's a way I don't think I can give back. Now, there are people, this is another topic. There are people that cannot take from you simply because they are proud. That's not what I'm talking about. There are some people your heart is open to giving them, but they cannot receive from you because they want to they believe they are more. It's a psychological narcissistic thing going on there, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying from a relational exchange, energetic exchange, people who take, but never give you anything. Okay, they take. That's why I say it's a poverty mentality. Don't subscribe to that. If you're always taking content, and you're never giving, you've activated a spiritual law that flows into poverty mentality. Takers is where abundance and prosperity lives in. So opportunists, in a way, trust me, they don't go far because we will all run away from them over time. They can only, like being an opportunist, somebody who takes from people, take. By, you can only do it for so far because suddenly, your reputation, everybody will know you, nobody will recommend you. Many people can start out thinking they can take, but they don't know they cannot go far. You know what? Your reputation, relationships is based on character. It's a character nobody wants around them. You can, they say, fool me once, blah, blah, blah. You know that saying, right? Is that opportunists will only have one, they can only participate in one time offense. It's only once you do it to somebody, people see that that's who you are and they lock off. I see it a lot and I watch people, right? Because I will give before I ask. That's generally. And so sometimes I will give once. You can't come back again and ask. Why? Because you are missing reciprocity. The principle of success is part of reciprocity, is part of that principle. So people who do not know how to reciprocate, who want to take, it's a poor mindset. It's rooted in poverty mentality. When you are only a taker, but you've not found ways to also serve the world. Okay, opportunists are, they employ poverty mentality because the principle of prosperity is you will sow, then you will reap. And those who do not want to invest in themselves, in other people, they're not going any far. And I'm saying, even for you, watch out around you. People who practice this poor mentality, right? That they're not there to support you in any way, right? Just watch out for it. Now, the second O, greetings. Appreciate that you're here. Invite more people. Let's see. Who else? There are comments coming in. Good evening. Yes, greetings. I appreciate you being here. Invite more people. I hope you can hear me clearly. Okay. The second O, obstructive and opposing energy. Okay. These are villains ready to destroy what you're working on. When people talk about jealousy and all of those things, it's a villain energy where they often pretend that they're there to support you, but just to gain access. Okay, just to watch what's going on, to gain access. And even that access is dangerous because just their thoughts and energy, the wave they send your way, in a way, their thoughts, opinions, they form something in your mind that creates confusion. Okay, so those who confuse you, you talk to them but you are confused, you don't know if they are for you or not. Watch out for those people. Okay. And then the R, those who reduce. It's kind of different from obstructive, and it's actually more dangerous. These are people that every time you share your success stories, they always say they are better. Their own requirement is They have to minimize your power, your influence, your success, your skills. They have to make you less than them so that they can be more relevant or important than you. So it's kind of a nuanced thing you have to watch out for. Is that anytime you showcase, oh, this is what happened, you got promoted, they might say, oh, yes, I got promoted. It's like it's not a big deal. The people who send you this, it's not a big deal energy versus cheer for you. The real opposite, excuse me, the real opposite are those who cheer for you, genuinely cheer for you, genuinely are happy for you. They're happy for your success. That's a rich relationship. They inspire you to keep going at it. Oh, good job. Keep going, right? Those who celebrate your wins versus those who reduce. You just went out, you just won a contract, you just got something done, you just graduated, you just achieved something excellent, right? Anybody that comes at you from this, they erode your accomplishments, they minimize it, they undermine it. Anybody that makes you feel less for being successful, that makes you feel like your success is not such a big deal, that makes you feel like, so why are you, right? That is a poor minded person. Okay? It's a poor minded person. They reduce you. They bring your own accomplishment, they bring it down to zero. They bring it down to where they are or beneath them. And then you leave them going, your mind will do double take, like, you know, it gives you confusion. Like you don't understand. I'm saying emotional intelligence is making sure you understand those things, right? That you are educated about the realities and the relevancy of what's going on in your heart and mind, right? How relationships are affecting your progress, right? You can no longer be ignorant, be lacking knowledge about energetic opposition. Write that down. Energetic opposition. There are relationships that would energetically help you quantum leap. That's the program, right? That's what I am about, right? We are very rare species of people, right? We are very rare. People who are gifted, right? People who amplify, people when you leave them, you are energetically enabled. Okay? You are empowered for success. You quantum leap. You are enlightened, educated, equipped, right? To go out there and do what God is telling you to do. Listen, it's a gift. You don't find it. Now, I'm telling you, there's equal and opposite energy out there. People who all they want to do is confuse you, bring you doubt, make you fearful, demean you, undermine you, dominate you, control you, keep you limited and stuck. You've got to understand this. I say they are the agents of the devil. Okay. MS services, pessimist, opportunists, opportunistic, yes. Obstructive, yes. The last one is reduce. This is REDUC. They reduce you. And you can go in excited. You will leave them like as if you didn't achieve what you just achieved. They make you do a double take. It's kind of like gaslighting. It's kind of like a form of gaslighting. They make you doubt your confidence, doubt your accomplishment, doubt your abilities. They bring you, it's like almost like you doubt yourself. Anytime your confidence is shaking, and you be like, but I know, they will tell you, right? It's like gaslighting, a form of gaslighting. Reduce, yes. REDUC. You go to them excited, you come out flat, flat or worse than flat. They erode your success. So as you are sharpening yourself, Right? Let me tell you, one of one of my clients, right? Let me tell you. One of my clients, she came in. This is where reducing comes. I'll give you an example. She told me, we were having one-on-one. She told me, "Oh, you won't believe this. One of my friends questioned why I was investing in coaching." See, all of these things on the surface will sound intelligent, but when they start making you doubt your choices for progress, the investments you are making in your future, why you're starting a company, why you're trying to build your own business, okay, you are working really, really hard, investing in yourself. You see, these people, they will question your investments. They will tell you are crazy for wanting more for your life. That's why I say it's gaslighting. They will say, that thing is too expensive. How much did you pay for coaching? It's too expensive. You two will do double take. If you're not secure, you will believe them. You'll be like, is it true? But these same people, you don't know what they're doing behind. You know, you wear a nice shoe, or you're living well. They'll be like, that shoe is not that expensive. Those are the people I'm talking about. That anytime you're shining, they want to cover your shine. They want to dim your light. They don't want you to shine. They don't want you to achieve. And see, God says, a light, a candle cannot be hidden under, it must shine. These are people who will bring you under. They will cover your shine, your glory. They try to cover it up. Do you get that? You said that happens a lot. Yep, it does. That's why I'm saying ignorance is no longer acceptable. Your lacking of understanding, and then you not equipping yourself to fight these energetic disturbances, these thoughts in your head, right? Because again, when I talk about emotional intelligence, this is the weapon of controlling the outcomes of your life. Because if you don't have this strength, if you don't strengthen yourself energetically, listen, other people's thoughts, energy, opinions, right, is running your life, whether you like it or not. You see all of those doubts, limitations, all of those things flying in your head. The reason you are procrastinating, the reason you are saying you don't have time, you don't have energy, that you are depleted of resource, is because you've not surrounded yourself. You don't have boundaries to make sure that you're investing in rich relationships and you're avoiding poor relationships. You're just sitting back and hoping success happens. You're not intentional. You're not strategic. You're not intelligent about energetic opposition. The people who speak one word and suddenly you lose your appetite. You're not aware. Listen, go and take the emotional intelligence set of classes, 7 lessons. I talk about emotions. I talk about self-regulation, right? I talk about awareness, the power of awareness, self-leadership, right? On and on and on. This is equipping yourself at the energetic emotional layer. You know why? You can be smart intellectually. Have you seen smart people that cannot connect, that cannot build meaningful relationships, right? Because anytime you have to relate with another human being, it's not your IQ that is in relationship. Smart people that fail in relationship, whether it's personal relationship, business relationship, whatever type of relationships, anytime that connecting with human creates a bigger force, it's right, because the way God designed greatness and success is that it says one will chase 1,000, two 10,000. So two people coming together by design, they are supposed to bring their life force together to amplify and achieve more. But trust me, if you hinge and connect yourself with the wrong energy, it's worse than division. It's worse than division. It's opposition. Okay. So where do we go from here? Or where do you go from here? You see, I say you must develop your emotional power. You must be emotionally resilient. You must build your confidence. And you must be knowledgeable about EQ. You see, EQ is like, an airport, how they have the control tower that controls and gives room what plane is flying on and on. You see, at the emotional layer, this is where your energy resides, and this is where the control tower is. Because that energy is what you deploy into action and behavior, right? You're not just thinking intellectual beings, you are emotional beings. Many people can be smart, meaning you've loaded up on information, you've gone to school, you on and on and on, but you're still confused, you still feel lost, right? You still self-sabotage. You want to do things, but you feel like you don't have the energy to do it. You want to express yourself, but you feel like you cannot do it. You feel held back. Whenever you feel held back in any way, okay, it's because you've not done this work. Whenever you feel like you cannot express yourself freely, when you don't feel free energetically to pursue your goals, to negotiate your value, to connect with people, is because you've not done this work. Okay. And if you don't know how to cultivate deep connection with people, with the right people, the rich people, not the poor ones, right? You are limited in a way, because success is not a solo sport. It's not. And many people stay with poor relationship and then they complain. Whenever you find yourself complain, think about it, is that what do you really want, and do you have the skills to go get it? Okay. So EQ, emotional intelligence, is really the way I teach it to entrepreneurs and my clients and students. The programs that I designed, just like this one, is to equip you to make sure you are in control of the outcomes of your life, right? But when you find out that you've given control to other people, their thoughts, opinions hold more power over you than yours, their desires, ugly desires, is energetically influencing and undermining your success. What do you then do about it? What I say is that you have to first get strong. You have to get stronger than their influence on you. And those are the things we do privately in my classes and courses and in my one-on-one, because it's different. The inner battle is different for each person. And what I found is that when God gives you hopes, dreams, and aspiration, and you're supposed to be running and chasing your dreams and pursuing it every day and using your time, energy, and resources to answer God's call for your life, to live a purposeful life. Anytime you feel yourself that you take one step forward, two step back, you tried it, this is not working. You tried that, is not working. You're confused, you're lost, you don't know what to do. Trust me, come home to your emotions, right? Your emotions are being disturbed, because when you gain back your power, okay, you can direct, you can control more of what you do. You can say, this is what I want, and you go get it and come back. It's as easy as that. I want spaghetti, go and cook spaghetti. But every time you see yourself dragging your feet, hesitating, holding back, not investing, arguing away purpose, oh, not today, tomorrow. Which tomorrow, right? Work is always done today. You don't have any ability. The way you influence tomorrow is with what you do today. I just gave you a free one there. If you're struggling, right, and you keep saying tomorrow, tomorrow, please realize that work will always meet you in now. That's where you can apply your force. You can't crawl into tomorrow and start working. Work is not done in yesterday or tomorrow. You are carrying your memories. So what when you say the past, you are carrying the past as memories. You are carrying the future as dreams. So you are either working on your past or your dreams. And you do that being present. Think about your system. This is one of the programs again in my another program in my school, because again I teach diverse topics, right, to help you unleash success for your life, right? So one of those programs I'm connecting to today's session is that this moment, this present moment, you are carrying both your past and your possible futures. Your past is in you as memories. You have memories stored. You see, everywhere you've gone before, everything you've experienced before, the stories you told, your conclusions, your decisions, they are in you. Nobody, you don't need, it's not time bound. Every moment in time, the past is in you. That's why memories, you can remember something that happened when you were 5, 10. Suddenly you just remember. Why? Because your past is inside you. Meaning the history. You carry your history, right? With date stamps, places, location. You remember where you were when this happened. You remember where you were this. So those stories are time bound, right? Time stamped, location stamped in you, and they are stored in your filing system. That's why in the EQ class, I teach you about making sure you're telling yourselves, you're coming up with stories of awesomeness. Because if you tell stories of horror, you're carrying it around. The shadows that bring anxiety to many people, right? Is that you can recondition yourself, right? For example, if you're somebody that does not forgive, you're carrying that around you. It's not in the past, it's inside you. Your conclusions about the past is inside you. Your conclusions about past relationship is inside. They are stored as your history. And your history is just a database you carry around. Now, there's also another side of you, which is the database of dreams, hopes, aspirations, ideas, possible future. You can change the past by changing the memories of the past. I bet you've never heard that before. You can change. Okay, let me rephrase it. You can change how you feel about your past. You can change how you feel about the past by doing certain work today. Because sometimes people are stuck in the past energetically. You cannot you cannot go forward into rich relationships because of past trauma. These things are connected. Now you need to open up yourself to cultivate relationship with people who are relevant, to partner, to do great things together. But trust me, past trauma of what somebody did to you, why they did it, is still there. So it's holding people back. Part of this work is to isolate those stories, confront them, rewrite them, so that you can change your feelings, so that those feelings don't hold you back, those conclusions don't hold you back. Those are the tools, okay, in the EQ training classes. How you can face the past and then face the future. Some people cannot face the future. They can't do the business of creating a better future because they've not confronted the past. They're stuck. Their energy is stuck in the past. They're looking backward, right? Because they've not reconciled those stories. They've not aligned themselves, right? So that they can let go, make sure the stories and the feeling, this is where forgive, all those things, right? They're connected. So you are carrying your past around, particularly the ones you've not resolved. They will keep bubbling, asking if you're ready to see them again, resolve them. Because particularly the more negative they are, the more, when you want to achieve success, the more it will bubble. That's why I said it will bubble to the surface. That's why I said on the journey of prosperity, wealth creation, you will confront yourself. All your shadows, your doubts, your feelings, your limitations, anger, all of those things. What is inside you? Because the pressure of ascension, of self-actualization, of pursuing something, that puts more pressure in you. That way, everything inside of you will come out. That's why I support my students with this one. You have to confront yourself. You need the skills to confront yourself. Because success will pressure you. What is inside, what you've swept away for 20 years, 30 years, it will come back. Because now you have to confront new relationships. If they remind you of the past, they will trigger you. You will behave to those people as if they were the ones that hurt you 20 years ago. These things are true. This is how they connect to success. Because as you are going, you'll be meeting new people. seeing, establishing new relationships. But if those relationships and those circumstances look exactly like what somebody said that you didn't like, how somebody treated you that you didn't like, how people talk to you that you don't like, you will react, you will overreact simply because you've not confronted and reconciled those differences. So many people cannot make new friends, business wise, new relationship, because their hands are not yet pure. You are still handling, right? Should I say you are mad with the handling of the past. So if you bring that same hand and you start welcoming new people, it's dirty. It's dirty. If you start showing up as a hungry person, unforgiving person, you are mad, you are angry, you are lost, you are confused. People, nobody on the success journey who wants to deal with that past with you. That's why I say seek help. The more you want out of life, prosperity, wealth creation, business development, you will be forced, you have to seek help. That's why I said nobody would, people who do not want to change, they want to change the world, but you don't want to change yourself. No, it doesn't work that way. You start with changing yourself, your realities, your feelings, opinions of the past must be wholesome. And two ways, when you do this work, two things you need to walk away, and two relationship emotion you need to have with the past is gratitude and forgiveness. I'm just giving you tips. When you do all this work, right, and you continue to do all this work, the two most awesome emotions that I've seen that you can develop such that the past is not haunting you again is number one, gratitude for what they taught you, who invested in you, who taught you this. You must have appreciation. You must be able to say thank you, because not everybody, most times these things are not just black or white. It's mixed bag. Relationship come with, mixed bag. So you must be able to handle this polarity of saying those who loved you may have hurt you, those who hurt you may have loved you. Could that be? We're just doing mini therapy here now. Those who loved you could have hurt you, and those who hurt you may have hurt or loved you because they too have their own trauma they never dealt with, and they handled you with the wrong hands. Can you accept that? Can you reconcile that those who loved you may have hurt you, those who hurt you may have loved you? If you can reconcile that, so you apply gratitude for the love that you've received, and then you have to apply forgiveness for the hurt you received. Therapy, self-therapy. Okay, let's move on. This is deep, because if you don't leave the past in those two emotions, it spills over to new people, new things coming your way, new blessings, new relationship. You cannot handle those relationships, right? Because they will remind you of everything you don't like about your past. Too much? No, it's not too much in my school. It's not too much for those in my school. It's not too much for those in my school. Let's see. Questions. Okay. I see Stella. How are you, Stella? She says relationships are key to success. Very insightful. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. 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 In fact, let me tell you, it's such a key to success that people don't have to have IQ to make money. If they have EQ, you see them on a yacht. They will make friends with those who can do and move. Call it making friends. Call it making friends. Let's call it making friends. Are you making friends with people who are rich, can support you? When I say rich, again, relevant, inspirational, right? Complementary. They have a higher level of success than you. Do you because pride will not let people do this. Pride keeps people far away from the relationships that can enrich them. You know what pride looks like? You see somebody successful that can help you, instead of getting close, you jealousy, pride keeps people say, oh, I can do what Toyin is doing. I will do what she's doing. Instead of saying, Toyin, I saw you interview, you know, the MD of this bank. Toyin, based on the relationship we've cultivated, can you introduce me? By the way, men do this differently than women. It's one of those coaching I offer women. Men being build bankable relationships that they will deposit in, and they will come, right? It's a savings account. One day they will come and cash out. Women, generally speaking, no, 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 no. That's but come to me if you want to hear, you want to hear that side, because many people don't know emotionally, right? Emotions, if you don't manage emotions, you start dismissing people. Oh, who do they think they are? This, you tell yourself all kinds of stories instead of getting curious, humbling yourself, connecting, right? Asking questions, asking for help. No, most people, right? You have to watch out for this, because pride disguised in, I'm going to try and do what she's doing. I'm going to copy her, instead of just getting close and building relationship and asking genuinely. Now, the reason I make a distinction between rich relationship and poor relationship is that if you're not careful, you might be following poor relationships, because there is also toxicity on this journey of success, where certain people may look successful, which is why I told the parable, the story of Jesus. He saw the tree, it looked successful on the surface. When Jesus moved closer to that tree, it was fruitless. There was no fruit. So Jesus, you know what Jesus did, right? Bible scholars, there are many people roaming the streets of social media that look successful. When you get close and they open their mouths, they will give you, they will show up to be pessimist, opportunistic, right? Obstructive, opposing, and they will reduce you. Yes, we have those. On the surface, they say, come, come, come. It's like a spider web. They weave their web to attract people, right? Listen, nice, people who are nice. Oh, come, come, come. They throw you a party, right? To attract you. You get close, they start dosing you, dosing you, dosing you. 6 months later, you are done. And then you wonder, what happened to you? Yeah, you fell into the spider's web. Now they're stinging you. You see, Egypt may be feeding God's people. Oh, okay. Maybe this is. Let me not go there. Let me not go there. Let me stay focused there. These things are real. Ignorance is no longer permitted. If you want to achieve success, you have to fight your own battles, and it begins with intelligence, right? Energetic intelligence, EQ. And those who are ignorant of these things will keep reading books, right? Reading books, taking certain classes, and you still wonder, a year has gone. You didn't see what you wanted to see. 2 years, 5 years, and yet you're investing in yourself. I'm saying check again. You may be in community association with poor relationship, pessimist, opportunistic, obstructive, opposing energy. People will reduce you. 1 step forward, 2 step back. Those who want unlimited success, you must strengthen yourself. First of all, strengthen yourself, empower yourself through education, educate yourself, develop the skill. There's a skill involved in making sure you are using your own energy to do what God wants you to use it to do. So when you stand up and you set your goals, you can hold yourself accountable to do what you said you want to do. And you start complaining and saying, oh, this is why you didn't do it. Because there are many reasons many people will have valid reasons for why they are not moving forward. Okay? So let me stop it there. Again, at my school and in my programs, I equip you with the tools, workbook, classes, courses, programs to strengthen, so that you can strengthen yourself. You can equip yourself. Because again, ignorance, not knowing this type of things, not acknowledging, not knowing how to navigate it, resolve it, understand it. But at least today, hopefully, I've helped you create awareness. That's one thing I do publicly. I will help you create awareness. Now, if you want to solve your own challenges, reach out. The tools you need, because you have to, sometimes you have to rebuild your confidence, rebuild your identity, right? Sometimes I found out that your identity is so eroded, your belief system has been so disrupted, you've been too entwined and enmeshed in this relationship. Now you have to unpack it, and it doesn't happen overnight. So you need the tools to now rebuild your power to say no. Many of you cannot say no. There are some people you cannot say no to. That's the work. Because as long as you're saying yes, 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 you're giving your power. As long as you're saying yes, are you saying yes to any of those things? Poor relationships. They take from you. They control you. They dominate you. They deplete you. Now you have nothing towards what God is trying to tell you to do. So you have to prioritize purpose. You have to be intentional about the visions, goals that God has for you, right? Because that's where He's going to hold you accountable. Are you doing what He's telling you to do, or you are busy trying to please the whole world? Okay, all of these things, they land at the energetic layer, the emotional layer. Okay, so reach out. Oh, thank you for the is the heart shaped? Thank you. Okay, I saw that. Any questions, reactions, anything in particular that resonated with you? Share it now or reach out privately. Many of those things, it's tied to creating awareness, but your willingness to do the work. Okay, first you must snap out of the slumber, because there's also energetic spell, because you may have gotten so used to this, like, meaning you've become a victim of all of what I just shared. It could, and it's a spectrum. It could be 100% victimhood, it could be 20%. This is why we do the work every day. So I'm not saying you are 100% a victim. Even 10% is too much. Self-actualization requires us to do this work daily, to have the right conversations with ourselves, with God, and to mobilize ourselves forward in the direction that you believe you ought to be going. When you see yourself not taking the step of faith, not investing in the step of faith, ask yourself this question: why are you not doing what you know you ought to be doing? That's the question. Why are you not doing what you know you ought to be doing? It's a simple question, but it's deep. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, be ready to be honest with yourself, right? Self-awareness. Why are you not doing what you know you ought to be doing? It will give you a clue, a starting clue. Okay. And then my school, toyinyumesivi.academy, the EQ training classes, there are 7 sessions. They equip you to unravel all of this energetic opposition, right? It's a headwind that you have to rise and grow beyond. So many of the times, the way you address it is for you to grow, right? So it's growth. When you grow, you can ascend, right? If a plane is trying to fly, the headwind, you will ride it to your next level. And if a rocket is trying to take off, there are some things you have to drop off. They are weights, energetic weights, relational weights. They are too heavy for success. Yeah, you can't carry it. It's too heavy. It's too heavy. The ones you want are the ones propelling you forward, giving you energy. Because the higher you want to go, you need propellers, right? You need propellers. You need energetic propeller. People feeding you energy, giving you encouragement, showing you the way, guiding you, inspiring you, connecting you, empowering you. That's the only way you achieve success. That's the only way you achieve this thing. Many people are caught in their own room and then now they're confused. You're not talking to the right people. You're not seeking them out. You're not going for conferences. They're not signing up for programs, because those who achieve success, listen, they have a support team, a support group, because there's mindset work, energetic work, right? Self-discipline work you have to do. Many times you cannot do it alone. You see, the greatest, whether it's Messi in soccer, Ronaldo, all of these greatest, they have a team, they have an entourage of people around them that will not let them fail. You know, when you're thinking, when you're alone, the day you don't feel like, nobody is there to cheer you on. You're on your own. That means you've lost momentum. The day you're by yourself, if you're doing this by yourself, then you're by yourself. But those who go all in, those who achieve maximum success, they don't do it solo. They may not tell you, I'm telling you the secret of success. They have places they go to that fits their energy. They have people who inspire them, who don't let them give up. They have people who connect them to resources. They have helpers, people who help them. When things are down in your business, people who encourage. There are people who connect you to contracts. Guys, the power of relationship. But as long as you're pushing it all by yourself, you don't have the right relationship, nobody in government, nobody in business, nobody who has gone where you're trying to go. That is why many people fail. Pride is one of those reasons people fail. And lack of EQ, connecting with the right people and asking questions. So if you cannot ask questions, there's really not much you will solve, right? Those who have solved this can help you solve it. But you just want to make sure that you are wise enough and intelligent, emotionally intelligent enough to navigate life with intelligence, navigate relationship with wisdom, not ignorance. Ignorance doesn't help. Not knowing is not an excuse. There are consequences. The consequences of ignorance is failure, some form of failure. And again, IQ is one thing, but you see smart people intellectually that fail at relationships. That's why EQ skill is different from IQ skill. And people may, you don't have to be graduating top of your class. Listen, the most successful people in the world, listen to them. They didn't go to the school you went to, but they have EQ. They are able to navigate life, ask questions from the right people, make money, achieve success. You will see them at levels, at higher levels, those with IQ cannot navigate. IQ will help you do technical work. EQ will help you connect with other humans to unlock, right, information resources that will advance you forward. So you will see IQ people, base of the pyramid. EQ, leadership is part of EQ. They say soft skills. Yes, they are skills. They are the skills of wealth creators, prosperous people, generosity, communication. These are the skills, guys. Why do you need communication? Right? To negotiate what you want out of life with people. You can have IQ, part of the EQ portfolio, right? Energetic connection with other people, communication, influence, leadership. These are the skills for success. Many people don't invest anything in it. They will keep saying, I have this degree. They'll put their degree. I have this degree. I have that degree. I have this degree. Okay. People who do not have your degrees, you will see them race past you. Listen, I can tell you this because I also graduated top of my class. But once you start studying these things for years, I remember maybe almost 20 years ago, I remember this. I was working for one of the Fortune top companies, and I realized, I tell you, curiosity is one of those things that will help you grow. This was almost 20 years ago. And I watched closely in corporate America that the people who are promoted, I'm going to keep it very simple for you, is tied to how they communicate, their emails and their PowerPoint skills. Okay, I'm not going to say more. Reach out if you want to learn more. If you want to be promoted, you want next level, I'll tell you the secrets of